My name is Hamza, and today I'm going to talk about the census and its impact on our public schools and learning experience. So, what exactly is the census? Well, the census occurs every 10 years and is designed to count you towards the total population of the country. It provides critical data that lawmakers, business owners, teachers, and many others use to provide daily services, products, and support for you and your community. The census will ask questions about your age, sex, race, and the people in your household. So, how can census data help improve our schools and learning experience? Well, you see, each year the government allocates $675 billion worth of funding to hospitals, fire departments, schools, roads, and other resources. Of the $675 billion, the federal government spends nearly $79 billion annually on primary and secondary education programs. New York City spends over $22,000 per student on average, according to the annual report analyzing 3 decades of school spending. That money will go to many important resources for students. This can include the estimated need for free or reduced lunches, class sizes, and the amount of staff needed. Based on the population of children in a specific community, schools can make appropriate changes to ensure that classes will never be overcrowded and have a credible staff to regulate a populated school. Also, the state government has to make sure that schools receive the resources they need. This would allow our schools to receive fair funding for new and improved resources such as books, laptops, iPads, desks, and more supplies. Last but not least, data from census can be used in determining the amount of funding that goes to after school programs and extracurricular activities. Well, what happens when you don't get counted into the census? When children and their families go uncounted, it is unlikely that their schools and communities will receive the resources needed to help support their success and well being. In fact, young children are at high risk of not being counted. According to data from the Annie E. Casey Foundation, the 2010 census missed 10% of children under the age of 5. That's more than 2 million kids. In New York City alone, approximately 70,000 children were missed in the 2010 census. Of the 5 boroughs in New York City, Brooklyn and Queens had the most severe undercount of young children in 2010. Children ages 0 to 5 are mostly undercounted in households where everyone else is counted because parents don't see the importance of doing so. But we have to take into consideration that the census occurs once every 10 years, basically an entire childhood, so we cannot take this matter lightly. Finally, the big question is what can you do to help? To ensure that our children can get the best learning experience, we have to make sure that we are counted in the 2020 census. Students, we encourage you to inform your parents about the census, as it is your learning experience that is at stake. Filling out the form itself is not a long process. It should take no more than 10 minutes. You can fill out the form online at my2020census.gov or by phone at 844-330-2020. I would like to thank you for your time, and if you need any more information, you can find us on these platforms: YouTube Activities Unlimited Workforce Development, Twitter at UAU Workforce Dev, Instagram UAU Workforce Development. Thank you.